Hi everybody. Hi everybody, it's your friend Daniel Hutchins. We are back again. You're back again. So what are we doing? We are back on comicbook.com. We're back on comicbook.com. So we're gonna be talking about some Fantastic Four. Okay, Fantastic Four, the director Matt Shockman has hinted the cut villain that could return to the universe and how. Okay, so we can't just leave him on the cutting room floor. Right, right. So audiences don't get a chance to see the Red Ghost in Fantastic Four: The First Step. However, director Matt Shockman believes there is a chance he could return in the future of the Marvel Universe. However, speaking with our friends EW, Entertainment Weekly, the filmmaker had talked about First Step reference to the iconic Fantastic Four villain from the comics that's included Red Ghost, Puppet Master, and Mad Thinker. However, while most of these were too much to cover, they said, oh yeah, we need to shape these up to be proper villains. So, luckily, the director knows what to do. So, since they all have a rich history within the Marvel lore and Marvel history in the source material, it will be a great addition to the sequel. Those are great characters, and they certainly will come back, he says. There are so many great villains within the Fantastic Four comics, and so hopefully other opportunities will come down the road to include them. Okay. Um. So the uh, so the Red Ghost has appeared in Fantastic Four: First Step. The teaser, however, it's confirmed that scene was cut due to time constraints. The character is still mentioned by the name is noticed in the open moments. However, as quickly established by the team in the highlights their accomplishments throughout their superhero career in a news type style montage, the Fantastic Four are battling the Red Ghost and his super apes. At one point, Red Ghost was even said to have a key role in the first step during the third act, but the director decided to go in a different direction as the movie development has progressed. He doubts that the movie original opening will involve a lot of action around the Red Ghost, considering will he ever be released will be too much visual effects work to complete at this time. Marvel fans know Fantastic Four will return in Doomsday and Secret Wars. However, it's highly unlikely if the Red Ghost can factor into those. However, Doomsday has put a lot to the plate to the First Steps team, trying to balance out superhero teams by introducing audiences to our new resurrected Robert Downey Jr. going back from the dead as Doctor Doom. There isn't a lot of room in the story for someone like Red Ghost, especially since viewers haven't met him yet. Therefore, not only that, the Fantastic Four are going to be traveling from their home dimension of the Earth 828 to the main Earth of 616. This was confirmed by Thunderbolt from a post credit. So much of the action is going to take place from away from the Red Ghost, the Mole Man, and all of our foes from Fantastic Four comics. The Fantastic Four sequel is currently in development right now in the Marvel Studios. Very early development, actually. So perhaps there can be a place where Red Ghost comes into play. However, when the Marvel First Family returns to Earth 828 at the end of Secret Wars, it'll have to be easy for him to build a film around the Red Ghost and his super apes. Now, of course, after traveling around the multiverse and crossing paths with Doctor Doom, dealing with Red Ghost can be seen as a step down in the term of the stake, depending on what happens in the Fantastic Four from these two Avengers films. There can be a bigger fish to fry, like again, but they're dialing up to 11 a smaller scale story where this can be nice palate cleanser to the character and the audience, similar to what they're doing with the Spider-Man franchise. You know, they're trying to make the Spider-Man franchise smaller um, to kind of give it more street level. So, given the actor who did the Red Ghost, he won't be left on the cutting room floor for long. Um, so there we go. There's your Fantastic Four update.